Hi, my name is Jivira Reddy, lecturer in computer science, JVR Government Degree College, Sattapalli, Khmmam district. Today my topic is file organization in DBMS. A database consists of hug-mounted data, a large amount of data. The data is grouped within a table in DBMS or RDBMS, and each table have related records. A user can see that the data is stored in form of tables, but in actual this hug amount of data is stored in physical memory in form of files. In RDBMS, every data recorded in a table stored in a table format. A database consists of large data or big data or hug data, hug amount of data. The data must store in table format, but this hug amount of data is stored in physical memory in the form of files. A file is named collection of related information. A file is a named collection of related information that is recorded on secondary storage such as magnetic disks, magnetic tables or optical disks, etc. The files collection of related information. What is information? Information in such a way to process the data in good way. You learn something or your all knowledge can be improved about the data is called as information. The data and information are the closely related. Here file is a collection of related information. It can be stored in magnetic disks, tables, the magnetic tables are optical disks. Next, what is a file organization? File organization refers to the logical relationship among various records that constitute the file, particularly with respect to the means of identification and access to any specific record. File organization refers to a logical relationship among various records, particularly with respect to the means of identification access to any specific record. In simple form, storing the files at an order called the file organization. Sorting the file, storing the file in a certain order. File organization is nothing but if you want to store a file, the file must be in a sequential order or format. File structure refers to the format of the labels and data blocks and of any logical control record. In a file organization, the files must be stored in a particular order. In a file structure, we have data blocks or any logical control records refer to the format of file structure. Types of file organizations. Various methods have been introduced to organize files. File organization is nothing but how to save the files. The files must be in a particular order or in a particular method. Here, this particular method have advantages and disadvantages on the basis of access or selection. Thus, it is all upon the programmer to decide the best suited file organization method according to his requirements. Some file type organizations are sequential file organization, heap file organization, hash file organization, B+tree file organization, clustered file organization. We will be discussing each of the organization in further sets of this article along with the differences, advantages and disadvantages. In this one, we see in here these are the types of the file organizations. Here, every file organization follows the different method. They have the advantages and disadvantages. What type of file organization choose by the programmer can decide to organize the method of his requirements. In this one, first one is sequential file organization. The essential method for the file organization is sequential method. In this method, the files are stored one after another in a sequential manner. Here, sequential file organization, the sequential method, in this method, the file stored one by one or one after one in a sequential manner. There are two ways to implement this method. There are two ways to implement this method. Here, file method, and first one you see the file method. This method is quite simple, in which we store the record in a sequence. This is one after other in the order. One after other in this order, in which they are inserted into the table. Here, starting of the file, end of the file, R1, R3, R5, R4, these are the records stored in this. Records are sequential manner inserted into the table. Here, you want to insert a new record in this table. R1 and R2, R3 and so on, R5 and R4 be 4 records in the sequence. Hence, or here, Records are nothing but a row in a table. Suppose a new record R2 has to be inserted in the sequence. They are simply pasted on the end of the file. Here we have a 4 records R1, R3, R5 and R4. R1 is the starting of the file, R4 is the end of the file. You are to insert a R2 record in this table. Here no record R2 can inserted. We want to sort out this one. In this method, as the name itself suggests, whenever a new record has to be inserted, it is always inserted in a sorted ascending or descending manner. Sorting of record may be based on any primary key or any other keys. Here any new record is inserted. Whenever a new record is entered, always sorted by any order ascending or descending, may be based on the primary key or any other key like composite primary key or any other key. Then sorting, insert new record, you can get this one. Let us assume that there are a sorting sequence of 4 records. Here R1, R2, R3 and so on, end of the file. Here once again find file method. This method is a simple, this is a sequential file organization. In this sequential file organization, files are stored in a sequential manner. There are 2 ways find method. This is simple method. This is also store records in a sequence manner inserted in the table. We have a 4 records R1, R3, R5, R4. R1 is the starting of the file, R3, R4 is the end of the file. Insertion of new record. We want to insert a R2 record here. Then we want to sort out the record file, because by any new record entered, if the sorting is compulsory, may be ascending or descending, because by if we want to access the data, any of the key must be selected, that is a primary key or any other key, because by you want to sort out the table. Here R1, R2, R3 and so on. This is the sequential file organization. This is the pros in the sequential file organization. Advantages: fast and efficient method for high amount of data. This is a fast and efficient in a big data. Second one is simple design. Third one is files can be easily stored in a magnetic tapes. This is a cheaper storage mechanism. Cons: time wastage, as we cannot jump on a particular record that is required, but we have to move in a sequential manner which takes our time. Next one, sorted file method is inefficient as it takes time to space for sorting records. Here we have a advantages are any high amount of data, high amount of data. This is done by fast. This is a simple design. It is cheaper storage mechanism. It is easy to store it in a magnetic tapes. Here time wastage, because by particular record can be jumped. We have to move sequential manner. It takes our time. Second one is the inefficient method of sorting, because it is a time and space of sorting records. These are disadvantages. Second one is heap file organization. Heap file organization works with data blocks. In this method, records inserted at the end of the file into the data blocks. No sorting or ordering is required in this method. Here heap file organization, recorded or inserted in end of the file into the data blocks. It is not required for the sorting. If a data block is full, a new record is stored in some other block. Here other data block need not to be very next data block, but it can be any block in the memory. It is the responsible of DBMS to store and manage the new records. Here heap file organization, it works on data blocks. Every data must be a block. Record are inserted in the end of the files in the data blocks. No sorting and ordering is required in the method. If a data block is full, a new record is stored in some other blocks. Here the other data block need not to be very next data block, but it can be any block in the memory. It is responsible for DBMS to store, manage these blocks. Here we see R1, R5, R6, R4 and R5. On the left side 189, 167, 177, 144, 145. These are the records, these are the allocations. Insertion of new records. Suppose you have 4 records in heap R1 to R4 and R3 and data is missing. Suppose a new record R2 has to be inserted in the heap. Since the last data block, that is data block 3 is full, it will be inserted in any of the data blocks selected by the DBMS. Here R2. If you want to search, delete or update data in a heap file organization, we will traverse and data from the beginning of the file till we get the requested record. Thus If the database is very high or hug, searching, deleting and updating the records will be take a lot of time. Here we have to insert a record R2 in the heap. Since the last block, the data block, that is block 3, is full, then it will be inserted in any other data blocks selected by DBMS. If you want to search, delete or update data in heap file organization, that will be traverse the data from the beginning of the file till we get the request record. Thus, if the database is very high, a hug, searching, deleting or updating the record or data. Advantages and disadvantages. Advantages are pros. Fetching and retrieving record is faster than sequential record, but only in case of small database. If your database is small, it is easy to access or retrieve the data in a sequence. Compare with the sequential file organization, it is in the heap file organization, it is easy to access or retrieve. If the small database, when there is a hug number of data need to be loaded into the database at a time, then this method is file organization is the best suited. When there is a hug number of data needed into the database at a time, then cons. Problems of unused memory blocks, inefficient for larger database. Here, if your database is created, if not entered in the data blocks, in this data blocks is empty because the memory is unused. Next one, inefficient of large database. It is useful for small database only. It is not efficient for longer database. Hash file organization. Next one is hash file organization. In this hash file organization, first one is data bucket. Data buckets are the memory locations where the records are stored. The buckets are also considered as unit of storage. Here a new word is data bucket. Data buckets are memory locations where the records are stored in data buckets. These buckets are also considered as the unit of storage. It is a unit of storage. Next, hash function. Hash function is a mapping function that maps all the set of search keys to actual record address. Generally, hash function uses memory keys to generate the hash index. Here hash function search keys actual record address generally hash function uses primary key to generate the hash index. Addresses of the data block. Hash functions can be simply mathematical function to any complex mathematical functions. Is any simply mathematical functions. Here hash function generates the hash index. Here hash index. The prefix of an entire hash value is taken as a hash index. The prefix of the hash function the prefix of an entire hash value is taken as a hash index. Every hash index has a depth value of significant. How many bits are used for computing hash function? These bits can address second buckets. When all these bits are consumed, then the depth value is increased linearly and twice the buckets are allocated. Below clearly shown such keys 101, 102, 105. This is a hash function. These are the data buckets 129 with the such keys. This is a hash function. Then hash function further divided into two subcategories. Here hash function gives the hash index. Here you see the hash function is a mapping function. It is a mapping function to all set of searching keys. That is actual key addresses. Here searching keys are here searching keys. Generally hash function uses primary key to generate the hash index. Addresses of the data blocks. Hash function can be simply mathematical function to any complex mathematical function. Hash index. The prefix of an entire hash value is taken as a hash index. The prefix of an entire hash value is taken as a hash index. Every hash index has a depth value to signify how many bits are used for computing a hash function. These bits can address when all the bits are consumed. Here the data buckets and search keys. Then divided into two. Hashing function divided into two. First one is static hashing and second one is dynamic hashing. Static hashing and dynamic hashing. Then static hashing. In a static hashing, when a search key value is provided, the hash function always computes the same address. For example, if we want to generate address of student ID 76 using mod 5 hash function, it always result in the same bucket address 4. This will not be an changes to the bucket address here. Hence, number of data blocks in a memory for the static hashing remains constant throughout. Here static hashing is a search key value that computes the same address. For example, if you want to generate an address for student ID 76 using method 5 and hashing, it always result in the same bucket address 4. There will not be any changes in the bucket. Then dynamic. In this dynamic hashing, the drawback of static hashing is that the does not expand or shrink dynamically. The size of the database grown or shrinks. In a dynamic hashing, data buckets grown or shrinks add a removed dynamically as the record increases or decreases. Dynamic hashing is also known as extended hashing. Dynamic hashing is also known as extended hashing. Here it is a static hashing has a drawback, because why? It shrinks the data dynamically, not expand to shrink. The size of the database grown shrinks. In dynamic hashing, data blocks grown or shrinks. Here, dynamic hashing has a data can be shrinks or grown. In static hashing, no expand or shrinking dynamically. Dynamic hashing is also known as extended hashing. In dynamic hashing, the hash function is made to produce a large number of value. For example, these are 3 data records D1, D2 and D3. The hash function generates 3 addresses, that is 1001, 0101 and 1010 respectively. This method of storing considers only part of the address, especially only first one bit to store the data. So it tries to load 3 of them at address 0 and 1. Here the records are taken 3 records D1, D2, D3. The hash function generates 3 addresses 1001, 0101 and 1010 respectively. This method of storing considers only part of this address. Here first bit stores in the data, so it tries to load 3 of them at address 0 and 1 here, 0 and 1 here. Then this is the function. Next topic is storages. DBMS stores in hard disk. Here DBMS stores information on hard disks. This has major implications for DBMS design. It is a major implications of DBMS design. Here DBMS stores data in hard disks. Read. Transfer data from disk to main memory. Disk to main memory, that is RAM. Write, read and write. Here write transfer data from RAM to disk, random access memory to disk. Both are high cost operations. High cost operations relative to in memory operations, so must be planned carefully. Here the database must be stored in hard disks. The major implication of DBMS design is to store the information in hard disks. Read and write. Read transfer data from disk to main memory, that is a RAM. The RAM transfer data to disk, that is write, is a costly operations. Why not stores everything in memory? Because why? The memory is too costly. For suppose we will buy either 4 GB RAM or 2 TB hard disk of 500x is too costly. Everything you want to save in the hard disks, the hard drive is full. Then when the hard drive is, for suppose you have a 2 TB hard disk, the space for the operating system and other files, and the remaining are the database for the use of database. If you allot a 2 TB database for hard disks, if your hard disk is almost filled, the accessing of your data is very hard, very slow. Then that is occurs the inconsistency. Because why? The hard disk is whenever free, the speed, accuracy, they are all, and accessing data is easy. In main memory is volatile, you want data to be saved between hands, obviously. Here depends on the data size, memory size and address space. Data size okay and memory size okay. What is an address space? If you want to store your data in a particular place, that is a repository in a database, each data contain an address, that is a space for the address. Here not stores everything in hard disk means it is very costly. It is main memory is a volatile, then depends on the data size, memory size and address. Then next, typical storage hierarchy. Here typical storage means CPU registers, temporary variables, cache first copy of frequently accessed memory location, fast copies of frequently accessed memory locations. Cache and memory should indistinguishable. The main memory RAM for currently used addressable data, disk for the main big data secondary storage. Then the disks are the secondary storage devices of choice. The disks are secondary storage devices of choice. Main advantage or tapes, random access versus sequential. Data is stored and retrieved in units called disk blocks or pages. Unlike RAM, time to retrieve a disk page varies depending upon location on disk. Here, therefore, retrieve placement of pages on disk has major impact on DBMS performance. Here, you have to store the data in the hard disks. We seen this is a implication of DBMS. Read the data from RAM and write the RAM to disk. It is a very costly. All type of data not stored in the memory because by the RAM and 2-bit disk is very costly. Main memory is volatile. If you want to store your data, you want to check out the data size, memory size and address space. Typical storage hierarchy are CPU register, temporary variable, cache, fast copied or frequently accessed memory locations, main memory, RAM for currently used addressable data, disk for the main big data secondary storage. It is a secondary storage. Disks, secondary storage device of choice. Main advantage of tapes, random access versus sequential. Data is stored and retrieved in units called disk blocks or pages. Unlike RAM, time to retrieve a disk page varies depending upon location on disk. Therefore, relative placement of pages on disk has major impact on DBMS performances.